everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we are going to talk about a fuel card that builds business credit. This is an important video for you, for those of you looking for a fuel card that not only has no personal credit check, no personal guarantee, but it'll also help you build business credit. This is the video for you. Let's get started. So, what is a fuel card? Basically, it's a card that allows you to purchase fuel for your vehicle. Whether you have a fleet of vehicles or a single vehicle, there's different types of fuel cards, also known as fleet cards, gas cards, etc. These cards can be used also for a maintenance that you have on your vehicles, even if you have a fleet of vehicles. But in this particular video, we're going to share with you a fuel card that can be used anywhere. It's called a universal fuel card, which is many fuel cards. We've done videos in the past where you're limited to only using at certain fuel stations or gas stations. So like you have branded fuel cards that only allow you to use it within the designated network, where if you use it outside of the network, they may charge you a little bit more on the gasoline per gallon, etc. You don't get the discounts. As far as payment terms, with most fuel cards out there, they have a net 7 to net 30-day terms. So it depends on what you're approved for. So let's get started on what is actually the use of a fuel card. Why would you need one? So if you have a single vehicle, you use it for going on appointments. Let's say you're meeting contractors, or let's say you're in the trucking business and you have a fleet of trucks. Obviously, you use fuel, and this allows you to separate your expenses. You can defer your fuel and maintenance costs with net payment terms. So if you're fueling up right now, you can have net 30 or net 7 days terms that pay it at a future date. So that helps you conserve some cash flow. You can also leverage gas rebates. You get discounts on gallons of gas. We all know the rise in gas prices lately. So this is why it's another benefit to have an actual fuel card specifically for your fuel purchases for your vehicle. You also have controls. So if you have employees that are using your company vehicles, or you have a trucking business, you can actually have controls where you can restrict how much fuel could be purchased. You can even restrict what the fuel card could be used for. Now, you can establish a trade reference for your business. This helps you build business credit. What's important with this particular fuel card we're going to cover here is it protects your personal credit. So there's no personal credit check. There's no liability. There's no PG. So this fuel card is completely separate from you and your business. This also gives you stepping stones to greater financing opportunities. What do I mean by that? Well, when you're establishing a trade reference using your fuel card, that's one trade reference where that payment history reflects on your company credit report. Obviously, you want to have more than one trade references reporting on your report, but this will help you establish your credit worthiness as a company because your activity is being reported on a monthly basis. So this will, in essence, build your business credit report and as well as improve your credit scores for the business. So what do you need before you actually apply for a fuel card? We're going to share with you how to apply. It's very easy requirements. There's no personal credit check, no personal guarantee. You want to make sure you have an EIN number, your company is incorporated, you're in good standing. You want to have your business contact information. You want to also have you have to have a business bank account. So let's talk about this fuel card that builds business credit. It's called A2B. You're going to want to go to accompanyfuelcard.com because that particular link we got set up that allows you to claim $100 credit after your first 250 gallons of having that account set up. So that's basically $100 credit to your gas card. It's free money for you, definitely a benefit for you. So it's accompanyfuelcard.com. This is a universally accepted fuel card. So you're not restricted to where you can fuel up for gas for your vehicle. You're not limited to one specific type of gas station. You can go to any gas station, which is huge because this is powered by a Visa card network. So it's universally accepted, which is powerful. No setup fees, no monthly fees or annual fees. This is truly a zero-fee gas card, which I love it. Now, you can earn up to 5 cents per gallon rebate, and there's no limit to that on that discount. Some gas cards have a limit to how many discounts you can get, but this doesn't. You have spending control built in, and this card reports monthly to Experian Commercial. We're going to get into some details about this as far as reporting. We're going to go into how to unlock additional features on the card, so definitely watch this entire video because we're going to cover some important things. But to apply, you're going to go to accompanyfuelcard.com. Now, The requirements, what does it take? There's no personal credit check, there's no personal guarantee. So what are they actually looking at to approve you? Well, of course, you have to have your EIN number, your company, which we just talked about. The main thing they're going to look at is they're going to look at your bank statements. You need to upload 3 months of bank statements. So it's your revenue that's the key indicator of risk assessment. They're going to determine how much they want to extend credit to you as a business. I would recommend not applying for this fuel card unless you're at least doing $2,000 a month in revenue as a business. That's bare minimum. So you're going to need to upload your past 3 months of bank statements. Now, if you're doing less than that, they may require a security deposit, but if you're doing 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a month in revenue, this is a no-brainer for you to have this fuel card. You're going to build business credit. There's no credit check on you, no personal guarantee. Now, when you apply, going to companyfuelcard.com, they're going to credit you $100 on your statement after you use 250 gallons of purchases using your ADB fuel card. So that's a really nice benefit. So let's get into some comparisons here, which is important because there's plenty of fuel cards out there that you can get. So you'll see right here, I kind of broke it down really easy for you. This is on their website as well. You get a limit on how many discounted gallons. There's no limit on this card. Where other cards, you have 5,000 to 6,000 gallons are discounted, and after that, there's no more discounts. As you see, no fees on this. So the fees with other fuel cards that are out there in the marketplace, even some fuel cards require a personal credit check or they require a security deposit for you to get approved. This doesn't have that. Now, you'll see there's the out-of-network station fee. So all fuel stations with this card are accepted. So whereas if you use it on other fuel cards and it's not an in-network card, they may charge you up to 10 cents per gallon to do that. So there's fees involved. So that's why I love this card, because there's literally zero fees. All right. So now let's talk about business credit reporting, because it's important that you know what are the requirements to get this particular account reporting the Experian commercial. So this is clearly on their website. So when you go to apply, it's really simple. This is what's going to come up. You're just going to put in your name, your address, email address, cell phone number of vehicles, and how much you're going to spend on a weekly basis. And you start the application, which only takes about 5 minutes. So it's really, really simple. Now, after you make your first payment over $50, so if you only use your gas card, and let's say you put 20 bucks in there, you don't spend anything else on it, they're not going to report it. You have to at least spend over $50. After you make your first payment of $50, then they're going to report that to Experian Commercial. And they do report every single month. This may take a few weeks after your first payment is made. So let's say you fuel up your gas, you pay $60, which, I mean, it's going to be easy to go over $50 in spending on gas. But let's say you put it on your ADB card, and then let's say you wait for your net term payment to be due, and then you pay it. Once you pay that bill, then it's going to take a couple weeks for it to show up on Experian Commercial. So just want to make sure you're aware of that as far as when they actually report. And they do report on a monthly basis. So this is also important. When you first get approved for this ADB fuel card, they're going to limit you only to be able to purchase fuel. Okay, that's all you can purchase using your credit line. You can't use it for oil changes or maintenance repairs or anything like that. So what they have, and this is clearly on their website as well, is that they have features that you can unlock additional spending on this particular card when certain conditions are met. So this is clearly off their website. As far as I want to make sure that we cover it 100%, and you can look at their FAQ on their website because this is where they list it. But when you spend on purchases totaling 2 times your weekly credit limit and pay off the corresponding statements, then you unlock other expenses you can use using your ADB card. So like maintenance, repairs, parts, tires, car washes, towing, etc. Now they have another feature you can unlock where you spend and pay out for statements for 4 times your weekly credit limit. Then you can access even more spending capabilities on your particular card. So that's where you have like vehicle rentals, insurance, etc. So that's really, really cool that they have that capability there, that they have these incentives for you to continuously use your card. Now I want to also clearly out what's going to be the net terms on this gas card. It could be, they could start out from net 0 to net 7-day terms. So it really depends on your revenue of your business. So if you're doing a very little amount of revenue, they may even give you a net, 3 or net 4 days terms, which basically means if you use it, you got to pay it off within 2 or 3 days. But they do it ACH, so you can pay it right out of your business checking account. But typically they'll issue up to net 7-day terms. So that means when you buy your fuel, you have to pay it within 7 days. Okay, so that's called net terms, but there's no other fees. There's no interest or anything like that. This reports to Experian Commercial. So that's how powerful this card is. A really short presentation. And if you want to know more about other types of credit you can get for your business, many with no personal credit check, no PG, check out our business credit building system, Business Credit Builders with an S.org. We also offer done-for-you funding solutions if you're looking for us to do the work and acquire like business credit cards for you or lines of credit. Check out our website right there, businesscreditbuilders.org. If you find this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and also click subscribe. That way you're notified every time we come out with a new video on a new business credit offering, as well as strategies and tactics to build your business credit. And so that way you can maximize your funding potential, whether you're a startup, existing business, or real estate investor. So with that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.